Hello and welcome back to Foos Entertainment. This is very special. I usually do not double dip on movies, as people know, but this is very special. First off, I wanted to explain the history. In my old house that I lived in several years ago, wow, this is really bright on this camera right now. That's actually kind of cool for a change. But quite a few years ago, I had a house and I got ripped off. And they stole this movie that I'm about to talk about. And I finally reacquired it. Now, this was the third movie I reviewed on this channel, believe it or not. I reviewed this film years ago on this channel. But it was the 2D version of the movie. And that is not the best way at all to watch this movie. So I have finally reacquired this 2011's Fright Night, the way it was meant to be and always will be meant to be seen in 3D. All I can say is it was a very, very good pleasure to rewatch this movie. I will not need to go into plot synopsis. If you guys want to know the plot of the movie, it's kind of way too bright. Maybe I can get it a little bit less bright. But I'm not going to talk about the plot of the film because I did that years ago. There's no need for me to do that. So we are just talking about this particular version of the movie. We want to know my thoughts on the plot of 2011's Fright Night? By all means, search for it in my channel and watch that video I made years ago. And see exactly how much I have evolved from when I first started reviewing movies years ago to how I do this thing nowadays. Well, Fright Night 3D. Well, this is how I saw the movie in 2011 on the big screen. And the 3D in this movie blew me away. This is the reason why I said it was such a shame that I can't watch this movie in 3D the last time I reviewed the film. I am so happy that that's not the case now. Because this right here is just... yeah, I know I took the snap case off. It's just so much better looking at it this way. But yeah, definitely a good movie. I'm not talking about the plot of the film. I could take the time to thinking about what I actually like about this movie. As people know, you'll probably be following me in this channel. There are remakes out there that I am not a fan of, and remakes out there that I am a fan of that nobody else is a fan of. 2011's Fright Night is one of those films I think is absolutely brilliant. I think that it does what a remake's supposed to do. Honor the original film and expand on things. Make them even better. And forgive me, I'm watching The Goonies as well while filming this. Yeah. Now, how does the 3D work so well that it actually kind of makes it worth the 3D investment? Well, there are 3D films out there to where everything is coming off the screen all the time. And because of the overuse of 3D, you can't really enjoy the 3D. And then there is 3D films where everything stays in the screen and is kind of a gimmick. It's not worth your time or investment, and you just, you're like, what the fuck is this? I thought it was supposed to be a 3D film, and I don't see any projectiles coming out the screen or objects coming at me off the screen. This is kind of stupid. And then there's 3D films that are just brilliant. Ones that a lot of 3D is kept inside the screen, but then you get 3D imaging that has object-based projectiles coming off the screen in very vivid ways. This is one of those movies. You go through bits of the film to where it's like being robbed. This is a gimmick, and then all of a sudden, something will be thrown at you with a shocking 3D effect. In this film, is things like crosses being thrown at you like this, or vampires imploding, and then there's sparks and ash all going up your nose. Or projectile things like stakes and flames, and even the vampire at the end of the film, he comes off the screen when he's meeting his demise. I mean, there's lots of 3D effects in this movie that play very well. Now, I can say that as far as 3D films go, is it okay to watch this one on a regular television that you have 3D on? Yes. But in order to get the real satisfied 3D experience that I'm talking about, it does definitely require that you have a theatrical cinema like I do. Because I saw this movie hundreds of times before I got robbed in my old house. Pretty much in a package just like this. And it was never ever anywhere near as satisfying as it was when I saw it on the big silver screen. Now that I actually have one and I have reacquired it, it definitely does bring back those memories about what makes this movie so great 3D wise. And well, why is it that I keep defending this movie? Well, there's been years and years and years of vampire lore mythology movies and TV shows to where vampires are more romanticized, they're watered down, they're more like your boyfriend and girlfriend. They're no longer sinister, but they're just cute, hip, and happening, and damper, or just like me, and all that stuff. But you know what? That's not a vampire movie. And I love The Lost Boys, I really do, but that is the bastard grandfather of this whole new ideology of what we conceive a vampire to be in movies. And I will stand by that. Me being a fan of The Lost Boys movies, I will stand by what I said there. It is the bastard grandfather of this whole watered down pop cultural ideals of a vampire. While Fright Night from 1985 really was the film that brought back the vampire for that time and generation. And I would say that what I said when this came out in 2011 is the vampire has returned to movies. And I still stand by saying that. Especially now that I've watched it theatrically in 3D. Again, this film is worth the investment. So if you get your hands on this out of print 3D version of this movie, do it. You will not be disappointed. And don't rob the bank to do that. I did not rob the bank to get this. I found it, yeah. I had a special order on the internet, but I didn't pay handsomely for this. I paid pretty average for this, but yes, if you can get your hands on this, do so. It's worth the investment. And well, coming up next is going to be another special review. In fact, I got two more special reviews because I actually got a dream was answered, something that I've been asking for, and this goes back to the very first review that I ever made on this channel. And well, stick around watch this video and then watch that video, and you will be able to see what I'm talking about. So I hope you enjoyed my return to 2011's Fright Night. Only this time, the definitive way to watch this movie, which is in 3D, with this full immersive experience. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you guys next time for the next review, which is coming up right after this.